Imagine plunging into the abyssal depths of Earth's prehistoric oceans, a realm untouched by human hands, where time itself seems suspended and the boundaries between reality and myth blur beneath the waves. Here sunlight is a rare visitor, its golden beams dissolving into the inky blue, leaving a world of shifting shadows and hidden wonders. Every flicker of movement, every ripple in the water hints at secrets waiting to be discovered. This was a planet in perpetual transformation, its surface sculpted by the relentless dance of tectonic plates and the surge of ancient tides. The coastlines were wild and ever-changing, shaped by forces both violent and majestic. Above, the air was thick with the unfamiliar sense of a primeval world, but below, life flourished in forms both alien and breathtaking. The ocean was a living tapestry, woven with creatures that defied imagination. Vast underwater canyons stretched for miles, their sheer walls adorned with vibrant corals and ancient sponges, silent witnesses to the passage of eons. Forests of kelp, towering and primeval, swayed gently in the currents, their fronds sheltering an astonishing array of life. Armoured fish, their scales glinting like living armour, glided silently through the green twilight. Ammonites with their spiral shells drifted through the gloom, their tentacles probing the water for prey, while cephalopods darted with ghostly grace. Giant turtles, ancient and wise, drifted like living islands, their massive forms casting shadows over the ocean floor. Yet beyond these tranquil scenes, danger was ever present. The ancient seas were as perilous as they were beautiful. These waters were arenas of survival, where only the most formidable could hope to rule. Here, giants reigned supreme, their presence felt in every current and shadow. Every shadow could conceal a predator. Every ripple might signal the approach of something unimaginable, an ever-present reminder of the ocean's unforgiving nature. The balance of life was delicate, shaped by relentless competition and the need to adapt. Only the most formidable, the most cunning, could rise to the top of this ancient food chain. Before we meet the legendary titans themselves, let us first immerse ourselves in the world they inherited, a place of endless mystery where the struggle for dominance shaped every creature's destiny. Join us as we embark on a journey into the forgotten oceans, where the epic saga of the Megalodon and Mosasaurus truly begins. To understand the Megalodon, we must first enter its kingdom, a vast, untamed realm where power and survival were the only laws. During the Miocene and Pliocene epochs, spanning from roughly 23 to 3.6 million years ago, Earth's oceans teemed with life. These were epochs of abundance and diversity, where every niche was filled by a marvel of evolution. In these waters, the Megalodon reigned supreme, a colossal predator unmatched in size and power. Its domain spanned the globe, from sunlit, shallow coasts to the vast, mysterious depths of the open ocean. No corner of the ancient sea was beyond its reach. Fossilized teeth, some over 7 inches long, are scattered across every continent except Antarctica, a silent testament to the Megalodon's global dominance and insatiable hunger. The Megalodon's immense size, reaching up to 60 feet or more, demanded a constant supply of prey. Whales, dolphins, giant sea turtles, none was safe from its relentless pursuit. All were on the menu, each encounter a testament to the raw power and efficiency of this ancient hunter. But the Megalodon was more than a brute force. Its intelligence and sensory prowess set it apart from all other predators. It was a hunter of remarkable precision, stalking its prey with calculated patience and striking with devastating speed, using electroreception to sense the faintest movements and wielding a bite force unrivaled by any creature before or since. The Megalodon ambushed its victims with terrifying efficiency. A single bite could incapacitate even the largest prey, ensuring that few ever escaped its jaws. The ocean trembled in its presence. In this world, the Megalodon was more than an apex predator. It was an architect of fear, shaping the very ecosystem around it. Its shadow haunted the dreams of every creature in the sea. Its mere presence dictated the behavior of entire species, sending schools of fish scattering and even the boldest predators into hiding. But to truly understand the ancient oceans, we must travel further back, to the late Cretaceous period over 70 million years ago. Here the Mosasaurus carved its legacy in oceans that covered much of what is now dry land, ruling a world both rich and perilous. These waters teemed with an astonishing diversity of marine reptiles, each adapted to a unique way of life. Fish and cephalopods swirled in great shoals, their numbers a testament to the ocean's fertility and the constant struggle for survival. The Mosasaurus, stretching up to 50 feet in length, was a marvel of evolutionary adaptation, a true leviathan of its time. Unlike sharks, it was a marine lizard, its elongated muscular body powered by paddle-like limbs and a powerful serpentine tail. With explosive speed and astonishing agility, the Mosasaurus could twist and turn through the water, outmaneuvering even the swiftest prey. Whether hunting in packs or alone, the Mosasaurus relied on intelligence and strategy, using cunning to outwit its victims. It could breach the surface in pursuit of birds, or ambush unsuspecting prey from below, striking with lethal precision. Sometimes Mosasaurus would launch coordinated attacks on larger animals, demonstrating a level of cooperation rare among marine predators. Its double-hinged jaws and backward-curved teeth made escape impossible once caught, sealing the fate of any creature that ventured too close. In the Cretaceous seas, the Mosasaurus was both feared and respected, a true serpent of legend, whose reign ended only with the cataclysmic extinction that closed the age of dinosaurs. The ancient oceans were more than just hunting grounds. They were intricate, interconnected ecosystems where every life form played a vital role in the endless cycle of survival. Coral reefs flourished in the shallows, their vibrant structures providing shelter for countless schools of fish and a dazzling array of marine life. These reefs served as nurseries for the young of countless species, offering protection and a chance at life in a world fraught with danger. Deeper still, vast shoals of plankton drifted with the currents, attracting filter feeders and supporting the base of the ocean's food web. Swift predators like ichthyosaurs patrolled the open waters, their streamlined bodies built for speed and pursuit. Plesiosaurs, with their long necks and powerful flippers, prowled the midwaters, hunting with silent efficiency. Scavengers followed in the wake of the giants, cleaning up after their feasts and ensuring that nothing went to waste. In this world, competition was fierce and every adaptation mattered. Every adaptation, from the Megalodon's crushing bite to the Mosasaurus's cunning, was a response to the relentless pressures of life in these ancient waters. Evolution was a constant arms race, with each species striving to outdo the others in the quest for survival. Extinction was a looming threat, ever-present and unforgiving. Only the most adaptable, the most resilient could hope to endure. Yet, even in this world of giants and constant struggle, moments of beauty and cooperation emerged, a fragile harmony that allowed life to flourish for millions of years. But what if the impossible became reality? What if the greatest legends of Long before the first human gaze ever pierced the horizon, Earth's oceans were a realm of unfathomable power and mystery. These were not the tranquil blue waters we know today, but a world ruled by giants, creatures of muscle, scale and bone, whose very presence shaped the fate of everything beneath the waves. In these ancient seas, evolution produced some of the most formidable predators ever to exist, each perfectly adapted to dominate their environment. Before the rise of humankind, these ancient seas belonged to the ultimate predators, colossal beings whose reign was absolute, their dominance unchallenged. The ocean was a crucible of evolution where only the most powerful and cunning survived. Picture the abyss, where the faintest glimmer of light reveals not just fish, but titans, behemoths capable of swallowing a great white shark whole, their shadows stretching across the ocean floor. These were ecosystems where size, speed and intelligence meant survival. This was their kingdom, an endless blue arena where only the strongest survived, and every day was a battle for supremacy. The food chain was a brutal hierarchy, and at the very top, two names would become legends. Across the ages, two of the greatest predators ever to exist claimed these waters as their own. Though separated by millions of years, their legends echo side by side. Their fossils, unearthed from the ocean's depths, tell a story of power, adaptation and relentless competition. In one corner, the Megalodon, the largest shark to ever prowl the depths. A living engine of power, its very name means big tooth. Growing up to 60 feet long, with jaws spanning over 10 feet, Megalodon was the undisputed king of its era, a force of nature that inspired terror in all who crossed its path. With jaws that could crush bone and teeth the size of daggers, Megalodon was the apex predator, relentless, unstoppable and utterly dominant. Its bite force is estimated at over 40,000 pounds per square inch, enough to shatter the skull of any prey. In the other, the Mosasaurus, a colossal marine reptile from the Cretaceous period. With a serpentine body and a mind as sharp as its teeth, it was the true sea serpent of legend. Mosasaurus could reach lengths of over 50 feet, with double-hinged jaws and a flexible skull, allowing it to swallow prey whole. The Mosasaurus was swift, cunning and deadly. Its jaws were designed to grip and tear, its instincts honed for the hunt. Unlike sharks, Mosasaurus was a reptile, surfacing for air and using its powerful tail to launch ambush attacks. In its domain, nothing was safe. But what if, by some twist of fate, these two titans, separated by the vast gulf of time, were to meet in the same ocean? Imagine the collision of two evolutionary masterpieces, each with unique adaptations for survival. It would be a battle for the ages. Raw power against lightning agility, brute strength against reptilian cunning. The ocean itself would tremble at their clash. Every movement, every strike would be a testament to millions of years of evolution. This is the story of that ultimate confrontation, a collision of legends imagined in the depths of a forgotten world, a world where the laws of nature were written in tooth and claw, and only the most extraordinary survived. A hypothetical yet electrifying duel to decide the true ruler of the ancient seas. The stakes, nothing less than total dominance. The outcome would shape the destiny of every creature in the ocean, a fight between a king and a monster, each a legend in its own right, each determined to claim the crown. Their battle would be written in the very currents of the sea. The stakes, total dominance of a forgotten ocean, a world where only the mightiest could survive. The victor would become a legend, the vanquished a cautionary tale in the fossil record. The outcome, a legend that would echo through time, whispered in the currents, and remembered in the bones of the deep. Even today, the mystery and majesty of these titans inspire awe and wonder. Prepare to witness the ultimate clash of prehistoric titans, an encounter that will ignite the imagination and redefine the meaning of power. This is not just a battle. It is the story of life's relentless drive to conquer and survive. The ocean's greatest predators, face to face. Let the battle begin. The ancient sea awaits its champion. Consider the Megalodon, not just a big shark, but the shark. Up to 18 meters long and weighing over 50 tons, it was a living battleship. Its torpedo-shaped body and massive fins made it a force of unstoppable power. The head alone could swallow a small car, with jaws lined with hand-sized serrated teeth. Megalodon's hunting style was pure devastation, an ambush predator. It patrolled deep waters, targeting large whales. When it struck, it launched itself upward like a missile, breaking spines and sending shock waves through its prey. Its bite could shatter bone, immobilizing victims by targeting flippers and tails. The final, crushing bite to the chest was always fatal. This was a brutal, efficient killer, nature's perfect design. The Megalodon's reign was long and bloody, unmatched in its era. It was the undisputed king of the Miocene and Pliocene seas. Every creature in its domain lived in fear of its shadow. Its size and power made it nearly invincible. The Megalodon was the ultimate apex predator. Its legend endures, a symbol of prehistoric might. In the ancient ocean, nothing rivaled its dominance. Until now. The Megalodon's presence shaped the marine ecosystem, controlling the population of large marine mammals and influencing the behavior of other predators. Its predatory habits ensured a balance, preventing any single species from dominating the ocean. Adaptable and relentless, the Megalodon could hunt in various environments, from coastal waters to the open ocean. Fossil evidence reveals the sheer power of its bite, capable of crushing the bones of even the largest prey. These remnants tell the story of a predator that ruled the seas with an iron fin. The Megalodon was more than a predator. It was a force of nature, a testament to the power and mystery of the ancient oceans. Let us journey back over 70 million years, to the late Cretaceous period, when the oceans teemed with life and danger, lurked in every shadow. In these vast primeval waters, one apex predator reigned supreme, the Mosasaurus. The Mosasaurus was not a fish, but a colossal marine reptile, sleek, muscular and perfectly adapted for aquatic dominance. Its streamlined body allowed it to slice through the water with astonishing speed. Reaching lengths of up to 17 meters, longer than a city bus, this predator was built for both power and agility. Its massive tail provided explosive thrust, while its paddle-like flippers enabled razor-sharp turns, making it a master of pursuit and ambush. The Mosasaurus possessed a terrifying arsenal, double-hinged jaws lined with 2 rows of backward-angled teeth. This unique adaptation ensured that once prey was caught, escape was impossible. It was a relentless hunter, capable of ambushing from below or launching surprise attacks at the surface. Its senses were finely tuned to detect the faintest vibrations, allowing it to track prey with deadly precision. The Mosasaurus was an opportunistic feeder, with a diet as varied as the Cretaceous seas themselves, devouring fish, turtles, ammonites, and even other marine reptiles. With its flexible jaws and immense bite force, it could thrash prey apart or swallow them whole, crushing bone and shell with ease. Versatile and ruthless, the Mosasaurus was the undisputed ruler of its domain, inspiring terror in every creature that shared its waters. The Mosasaurus was not just a predator. It was the embodiment of prehistoric power, the true serpent of the Cretaceous seas, 𝐌𝐿3𝐴. Beneath the rolling waves of ancient oceans, a silent war raged, a battle for survival that shaped the very fabric of life. At the heart of this world was the prehistoric food chain, a delicate yet deadly web connecting every creature from the smallest ammonite to the mightiest marine reptile. Here, survival depended on adaptation. Smaller fish darted in shimmering schools, their movements synchronized to confuse predators. Ammonites with their spiral shells hovered in the currents, relying on armor and numbers for protection. But even these defenses provided only fleeting safety. The true rulers, the apex predators, were the architects of this ancient balance. Mosasaurus, Tylosaurus and other titans hunted not just for survival, but to maintain order beneath the waves. Their presence kept populations in check, ensuring that no single species could dominate unchecked. Each strike, each hunt was a vital thread in the tapestry of life. Expressive visuals reveal the ever-present tension, a swirling mass of fish scattering as a shadow glides above, a Mosasaurus lurking, eyes fixed on an unsuspecting turtle, the chase, the capture, and the inevitable return to calm. In this world, power was fleeting and danger omnipresent. Apex predators were both feared and respected, their reign shaping the destiny of all ocean dwellers. The prehistoric food chain was not just a hierarchy, it was a dynamic, ever-changing dance of life and death where only the most adaptable could hope to survive. This was the ancient ocean, a realm ruled by giants but sustained by the intricate balance of predator and prey. 𝐌𝐿3𝐸. Long before the giants ruled the depths, the story of marine reptiles began on land. Over millions of years, these pioneers embarked on an extraordinary journey, from lumbering terrestrial reptiles to swift, streamlined predators of the open sea. The transformation was nothing short of miraculous. Visuals, faded silhouettes of ancient reptiles crawl along a rocky shoreline. Time-lapse transitions show limbs evolving into flippers, bodies elongating and tails flattening into powerful paddles. To survive the ocean's challenges, marine reptiles developed remarkable adaptations. Their lungs grew larger, allowing for longer, deeper dives. Nostrils migrated to the tops of their snouts, letting them breathe at the surface with barely a ripple. Eyes grew wide and sensitive, perfect for hunting in the dim blue twilight. Visuals, close-ups of evolving skulls, nostrils shifting position, and eyes enlarging. Animated sequences compare ancient and modern reptile features. Some, like ichthyosaurs, became the dolphins of their time, sleek, fast, and built for pursuit. Others, like plesiosaurs, developed long necks to snatch prey in tight spaces. Even armour played a part. Some marine reptiles grew bony plates or tough skin for protection, while others relied on speed and agility to evade danger. Visuals, ichthyosaurs racing after fish, plesiosaurs weaving through kelp forests, and armoured reptiles gliding over the seabed. But adaptation was more than just physical. These creatures learned to hunt in packs, ambush from below, or use camouflage to surprise their prey. Every change, every innovation was a response to the ocean's relentless challenges. Visuals, schooling behaviour, stealth approaches, and colour-shifting skin blending with the underwater landscape. Through countless generations, marine reptiles became masters of their domain. Each adaptation a triumph of survival. Their legacy lives on in the fossils they left behind and in the echoes of evolution that still ripple through our oceans today. Before the reign of reptilian giants, the ancient ocean itself was a world of mystery and extremes. Stretching across vast supercontinents, these waters were warm, shallow, and teeming with life. Visuals sweep over sunlit lagoons bordered by primitive ferns, then pan out to reveal immense open basins where cloud shadows ripple across the water's surface. Beneath the waves, the seafloor was a landscape in constant flux. Ridges rose, volcanoes simmered, and currents shifted nutrients across the globe. Visuals animated tectonic plates drifting, hydrothermal vents spewing mineral-rich plumes, and fields of waving crinoids anchored to rocky outcrops. The climate was unpredictable. At times, greenhouse conditions turned the ocean into a balmy soup, fueling explosions of plankton and algae. At others, shifting continents altered currents, plunging regions into darkness and cold. Visuals, drifting clouds, changing light, and animated ocean currents swirling across a global map. Life here was astonishingly diverse. Shoals of armoured fish glittered in the shallows, while ammonites, spiraled mollusks, drifted like living jewels. Giant sea scorpions scuttled along sandy bottoms, and jellyfish pulsed through the blue gloom. Visuals, close-ups of trilobites grazing, ammonites floating, and bioluminescent jellyfish lighting up the darkness. Every creature, from the tiniest plankton to the largest invertebrates, played a role in this ancient web of life. The stage was set, an ever-changing, vibrant world of opportunity and danger. It was here, in these dynamic and often perilous waters, that the marine reptiles would rise to dominance. But even the mightiest rulers of the ancient seas could not escape the relentless forces of change. Throughout Earth's history, the primeval oceans were shaped not just by life, but by cataclysm. Visuals shift, time-lapse clouds darken, volcanic eruptions send ash billowing across the sky, meteor impacts ripple shockwaves through the water. Animated ocean currents slow, then swirl chaotically. Sudden shifts in climate, brought on by tectonic upheavals, supervolcanoes and cosmic collisions, sent shockwaves through the marine world. Oxygen levels plummeted, waters grew acidic and toxic. The once thriving reefs turned ghostly pale, their vibrant life snuffed out. Visuals, coral bleaching, forests of crinoids withering, ammonites floating lifeless in the gloom. As food chains broke apart, the giants of the sea, once invincible, found themselves outmatched by a world transformed. Visuals. Mosasaurs and plesiosaurs drifting listlessly as plankton blooms collapse, shoals of fish vanish, and darkness encroaches. Each extinction wave was a reset button, erasing dynasties and clearing the way for new life to rise. Yet in every shadow cast by disaster, the seeds of resilience took root. The ocean's story is one not just of loss, but of relentless renewal, an endless cycle where even extinction is only the beginning of something new. As the dust settles and the waters calm, a new chapter is poised to begin. 𝐌𝐸𝐿𝐿. Though the ancient marine reptiles vanished millions of years ago, their legacy continues to ripple through time, captivating scientists and enthusiasts alike. Visuals, fossilized skeletons being unearthed, paleontologists meticulously brushing away dirt to reveal the bones of a Mosasaurus. These magnificent creatures have left behind a treasure trove of fossils, each one a puzzle piece that helps us reconstruct the grandeur of prehistoric oceans. Visuals, computer-generated reconstructions of Mosasaurus and 𝐌𝐸𝐬𝐚𝐬𝐚𝐬𝐿 swimming through ancient seas, seamlessly transitioning to real-life paleontologists studying their fossils, 𝐌𝐸𝐿. In modern science, these fossils are invaluable. They provide insights into the evolutionary pathways that led to today's marine life. Visuals, time-lapse of scientists in a lab analyzing fossil samples under microscopes, creating detailed 3D models, comparing them with modern marine animals. The study of ancient marine reptiles has deepened our understanding of adaptation, extinction, and the resilience of life itself. Visuals, graphs and charts showing evolutionary timelines and climatic changes interspersed with shots of modern marine creatures like whales and sharks. 𝐌𝐸𝐿𝐿. Beyond the realm of science, these ancient giants have left an indelible mark on popular culture. From blockbuster movies to best-selling novels, their awe-inspiring presence continues to ignite our imagination. Visuals. Clips from iconic movies featuring marine reptiles, book covers animated sequences of these creatures in action. Their stories, both real and fictional, remind us of a world where nature's creativity knew no bounds. Visuals, artists and animators at work bringing these creatures to life on screens and pages. 𝐌𝐸𝐿𝐿. The legacy of marine reptiles is a testament to the enduring fascination with the unknown and the ancient. Visuals, panoramic views of modern oceans juxtaposed with ancient seas teeming with life. As we uncover more about these incredible creatures, we are reminded of the intricate tapestry of life that has woven through Earth's history, a tapestry that continues to inspire and educate. Visuals, a seamless transition from prehistoric ocean scenes to modern marine life, culminating in a montage of different marine reptiles swimming gracefully. 𝐌𝐸𝐿𝐿. In the depths of our oceans and the annals of our stories, the echoes of these ancient titans will forever resonate. Visuals, Final sweeping shot of the ocean transitioning from ancient to modern with a subtle fade to black. The Cretaceous seas teemed with more than just Mosasaurus. Elasmosaurus, with its astonishingly long neck, hunted fish with stealth and grace. Tylosaurus, a close relative, was a brutal apex predator, using its reinforced snout as a battering ram. Archelon, the giant sea turtle, dwarfed modern turtles and was a gentle giant, yet tough enough to survive most predators. These creatures filled every niche, creating a world of diversity and danger. Each was uniquely adapted to survive in a beautiful, brutal ocean. Together, they painted a picture of a lost world ruled by reptiles. The ancient seas were a stage for giants. Imagine a tier in time, a place where the Cretaceous and Pliocene oceans merge. Here our two titans meet. The Megalodon, an 18-metre queen, patrols the deep, hungry and alert. Above, a 17-metre Mosasaurus hunts, restless and lethal. A school of tuna, fleeing the Mosasaurus, dives deep, right into the Megalodon's territory. The shark senses the commotion, but also something larger. She ascends, a silent leviathan. The Mosasaurus, chasing prey, dives deeper than usual, unaware of the danger below. The stage is set. Two apex predators, drawn together by instinct and hunger. The ocean holds its breath. The greatest battle in prehistoric history is about to begin. Predator meets predator, each the master of its own era. The collision is inevitable. The deep grows tense. Only one will emerge victorious. The ancient ocean prepares for war. The ultimate confrontation is moments away. The Megalodon spots the Mosasaurus from below, a silhouette against the light. To the shark, it's prey. With a powerful thrust, the Megalodon launches upward, aiming for a crippling blow. But the Mosasaurus senses the attack, twisting away at the last second. The shark's charge glances off, tearing scales and drawing first blood. The Mosasaurus retaliates, biting the Megalodon's pectoral fin and thrashing violently. The shark's fin is too tough to tear away, but the pain is real. Megalodon rolls, wrenching free, and the two giants separate, circling in the deep. Both are wounded, both wary. The element of surprise is gone. Now it's a test of strength, endurance and strategy. The ocean trembles as the titans size each other up. The initial clash is over, but the real battle has just begun. Each predator adapts, learning from the other. The fight becomes a deadly dance. Only the smartest and strongest will survive. The ancient sea is their arena. The Mosasaurus knows brute force won't win. It must outmaneuver the Megalodon. It darts and weaves, launching quick attacks at the shark's fins and tail, aiming to weaken and frustrate. The Megalodon, growing angry, shifts tactics. It uses its size to herd the Mosasaurus toward an underwater canyon wall, trying to trap it. The battle becomes a chess match, each predator anticipating the other's moves. The Mosasaurus, running low on air, breaks off and heads for the surface. The Megalodon sees its chance and follows, knowing the reptile is vulnerable while surfacing. As the Mosasaurus gasps for air, the shark rockets up for the kill. But the Mosasaurus is ready. It coils and twists away at the last second, the Megalodon's jaws snapping shut on empty water. The shark's momentum carries it out of the ocean in a colossal splash. It has overcommitted, leaving itself exposed. The Mosasaurus seizes the opportunity. The fight has shifted. Now the advantage is with the reptile. The Megalodon's mistake could be fatal. The ocean's deadliest duel reaches its climax. Agility and strategy are pitted against raw power. The next move will decide everything. The ancient sea holds its breath. The endgame is here. The Mosasaurus strikes as the Megalodon crashes back, disoriented and exposed. Ignoring the fins, it targets the shark's vulnerable gills. With a desperate burst, it clamps down, crushing the delicate slits. The Megalodon thrashes, but the Mosasaurus holds on, anchored by its pterygoid teeth. The shark's power is useless. It suffocates in its own realm. Blood fills the water as the struggle ends. The Megalodon's body goes limp, sinking into the abyss. The Mosasaurus, battered and bleeding, has won. Victory comes at a cost, but agility and strategy have triumphed over brute force. The serpent of the Cretaceous is the victor. In this titanic struggle, brains and flexibility win the day. The Megalodon's reign ends in defeat. The Mosasaurus claims the crown of the ancient ocean. The legend is sealed. The true ruler stands alone. 𝐌𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. As the waters settle, silence returns to the deep. The Mosasaurus, triumphant yet wounded, glides through the crimson-stained currents, its silhouette vanishing into the endless blue. All around, the ocean resumes its ancient rhythm. Shoals of ammonite spiral through shafts of sunlight, oblivious to the titanic battle that just unfolded. In the distance, a pod of ancient ichthyosaurs darts past, their sleek bodies weaving between pillars of volcanic rock. Yet, even in victory, the Mosasaurus is not alone. The abyss remembers. Carrion feeders, giant sea turtles and shadowy plesiosaurs emerge from the gloom, drawn by the scent of blood and the promise of a feast. The Megalodon's colossal form becomes a banquet for the hungry, its legacy nourishing the cycle of life in these primordial waters. Above, rays of sunlight refract through the shifting surface, casting ghostly patterns over the battlefield. The scars of conflict slowly fade, reclaimed by the currents and the creatures that call this world home. The ocean is a stage for endless drama, where every victory is fleeting and every ruler, sooner or later, must yield to time. In these depths, the echoes of the clash linger, a silent testament to the power and fragility that define the ancient sea. Here the story never truly ends. It is retold in every ripple, every shadow, and every silent glide through the abyss. Scene 11. Legends in the Tides. Emotion 3. Music inspiring, ambient, reflective, 𝐌𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. Though the giants are gone, the ocean keeps their memory alive. Fossilized bones rest on the seafloor, shrouded in silt and mystery, while the tides whisper stories of battles long past. The Mosasaurus and Megalodon are more than relics. They are legends woven into the fabric of the deep. Their shapes inspire the silhouettes of modern marine predators. Their instincts echo in every hunt, every pursuit, every narrow escape. The ocean's surface may be calm, but beneath, the legacy of titans stirs. It is written in the language of survival, adaptation, and the ceaseless dance of predator and prey. These legends remind us that the ocean's story is far from finished. New rulers will rise, and new battles will shape the world beneath the waves. As we look out over the endless blue, we glimpse only the surface of a history still unfolding. The true depth of the ocean's legend remains hidden, waiting to be discovered, just as it always has. Scene 12. The eternal cycle emotion to music, tranquil, mysterious, flowing, 𝐌𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. From the first trilobites to the last great reptiles, the ocean has always been a realm of change. Giants rise, fall, and are replaced in a never-ending cycle. The clash between Mosasaurus and Megalodon is but one chapter in a saga stretching back hundreds of millions of years. Coral reefs bloom and die, volcanic vents erupt and cool. With each era, new forms emerge, each more astonishing than the last. The ocean's pulse is steady, its story written in bone and stone. Life adapts, endures and transforms, ensuring that the tale of giants will continue, long after today's rulers have vanished into memory. In the depths, time is both fleeting and eternal. The ocean is a living archive, preserving the echoes of every battle, every victory, every loss. Here the eternal cycle endures, and the legend of the ancient titans flows onward, forever part of the world's beating heart. The battle is over, but our fascination with these giants endures. Megalodon and Mosasaurus were real, monsters from Earth's own history. They remind us of nature's power and the mysteries still hidden in the deep. Their fossils are tangible links to a lost world, proof that such titans once ruled the seas. These creatures fuel our curiosity and awe, connecting us to a time when the ocean was a realm of giants. The story of their clash is more than a hypothetical fight. It's a celebration of life's diversity and power. It reminds us that our chapter on Earth is brief and the forces that shaped our world are far greater than us. These ancient predators spark our imagination and command our respect. Millions of years after their reign, they still enthrall us. Their legacy lives on in stone and story. The ocean's secrets remain vast and its history epic. The titans may be gone, but their legend endures, and so we continue to dream of monsters in the deep.